Hello everybody, it's Elliot, of course, and welcome to my third edition of the video Q&A. First off, let me address the additional noise that you're getting here. It's very hot and muggy. We don't have central air, so I have an AC unit in my window, and so that's what you're hearing, but I think you can still hear me. It shouldn't be a problem. This week we have more questions from QandA3. He has asked some non-sexual questions in addition to sexual questions, and I do encourage non-sexual questions. It's not necessary, but I know some of you might be uncomfortable asking sexual questions, so go ahead and you can ask me anything. I'm really open, but I do keep some things to myself. But anyway, let's get to his questions. Okay, his first question is, what is your favorite color? And that would be orange. A huge fan of the color orange. A lot of it is it makes me think of autumn, and I don't know, it's just warm, nice color. I really do like it. Silver is a close second. I like it because it's kind of a very sleek, it's not really a color, I guess, but it's very sleek and just, I don't know, it just really appeals to me. He wants to know, what is your favorite food? I have a weakness for barbecue ribs. I watch the Food Network a lot, and I know a lot of people say, oh, I get really hungry if I watch that, and usually the shows don't bother me. I don't, get like, ooh, I want this, I want that, but anytime they do anything about barbecue, especially ribs, oh, I'm just like, oh, turn it off. But yeah, love barbecue ribs. Haven't had them in ages, and that's kind of, sad. But yes, barbecue ribs. Oh, the bomb. Let's see. Next is, what type of music do you like? I like all sorts of different genres. Not a big fan of country and western. Actually, nothing. Modern stuff, really, really hate it. And I'll go back to some old Johnny Cash or Willie Nelson. I don't know if anybody have heard of the Highwaymen, which was Chris Christopherson, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, and a fourth guy, I forget his name. Anyway, but my mainstay tends to be really rock. Big fan of Metallica, which is really more heavy metal, but big fan of Metallica. But actually lately, my really favorite band that I enjoy listening to the most would be Modest Mouse, which they're considered, I don't know, some kind of alternative rock thing, whatever. I hate some of these labels that they come up with, but I mean, if you really want to see the diverse genres music that I listen to, go to my Blip FM. There's a link to it on the website. And then you can see all the different sorts of songs and stuff that I like to listen to. But I like some rap, not a lot. But don't give me with Kenny Chesney, Toby Keith, any of that crap. I just loathe it with probably an unreasonable passion, but that's me. I tend to be kind of unreasonable sometimes. Okay, now for the sexual part. What was your first sex toy and how did you get it? Ooh, I had to really reach back to this one, even though I was in my 20s when I got it. And not entirely certain actually what my first toy was, but I'm thinking it was one of the butterfly toys. You strap on, goes around the, the hips and everything, and those be hands-free, and a friend had given it to me, and but at the time I didn't realize that the straps aren't necessarily for girls as big as I am, so it was a bitch trying to get the damn thing on, and the straps tended to roll and kind of really twist around. It was totally uncomfortable, and it was a huge fail. And I, of course, as you've noticed, I really moved on from that. But I don't know, I'd say probably in my early 20s, maybe mid-20s, I think. But I've got a bad memory the older I get. I know, I'm only 31, but still. And I don't entirely remember. There's been so many sex toys since then. Gotta forget. But yeah, I think that was my first sex toy. And yes, I think I was in my early to mid-20s, and like I said, it was from a friend. We're no longer friends, but that's not the reason. What a shitty toy. I'm no longer friends with you. No, didn't happen that way. Actually, he does have another question, but it's rather, my answer's going to be rather long, and it's going to be done in post form. He wants to know, oh, no, I'm wrong. He does, there is one I can answer. What sex act between two consenting adults that you'd never ever do? Anything involving scat would have to be, take a dump on my chest, take a dump on somebody else's chest. No, not interested in it. No, not really. So, yeah, I think that's the first thing that comes to mind, and perhaps the only thing is shit. I'm not into it. Thank you. No. Now, what I was talking about before I remember that question there was, he wants to know what advice do I have for women buying sex toys for the first time. I'm going to do post concerning that, and it's going to be kind of a guide for women. I'm sure there are others of the sort, but I thought I'd bring my touch to it and do it specifically for him, but with others in mind. And there you have it. Those are the questions that I have for this week. As always, I enjoy doing this, and I hope we get to do it again next week. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. And before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to I'm sure you've seen me mention him on the blog. I told him about what I was doing with the video Q&As, and he was keen on seeing them, so he now reads and views the videos, and he really enjoys them. And hi, baby. I hope you're doing all right, and there you go. So that's it. Like I said, I hope to see you all next week. I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you soon. This is Elliot signing off.